It's fight week. The gloves are off, and somebody's getting slept. Welcome to Flamingo Fight Talk. I am your host, Kelby Cedarquist.
And I am Derek Strong. Good morning on a Sunday. Welcome to Flamingo Fight Talk.
It's a beautiful,
How
beautiful
you
day.
doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good. I got my candle ready. Smell pretty good.
Yeah, I got my water. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Help with your lighting. I know you had a little bit too much, too much in the front, not enough in the back. And a veggie drink.
This is lemon water, sparkling
Lemon
water.
water. Fruit drink. Got it.
Yeah. I brought my sunglasses, so I need to.
Please do not wear those.
I'm ready to talk now.
All right. Well, if we're doing this, we're doing this because no one came to listen to us talk about lemon water or sunglasses. They came to listen about fights, and we had a great fight night last night. Strickland versus Hernandez. Fun card. I didn't. Full disclosure, didn't watch the full thing, but I watched the ones I wanted to watch, and yeah, great fight night.
Anytime you get 4 first-round knockouts in a fight night. Wait, no, not first round, but yeah, where's there? No, 1, 2, 3. 3 first-round knockouts and then 1 third-round knockout,
Yeah.
which is TKO for Sean Strickland. It's always a good fight night. And the heavyweight splash was a bloody mess. They just kept going back and forth. It was a solid. It was a really good fight night.
The funny part of fight night is normally like it's the prelims that are filled with there's always a boring fight here and there on the prelims. So it's normally that's where like you get all the weird finishes, and then it's the main event where you start getting through all these decisions, which is more common, obviously. Like as you move up in the rankings, you move up towards the top of the card. Once you get to the top of the card, it's harder to get finished. Not tonight. All those first round finishes in the main card, pretty much all the prelim fights, 2 decision.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Let's get right into it. Take it from the top. Strickland versus Hernandez. Sean Strickland gets the 3rd round TKO. And so I watched that fight. I just rewatched that fight. And I think there's a stat that John Anik brought up during the broadcast that perfectly told the story of that fight. Do you know what that is?
What's the stat? Tell me.
Sean Strickland, all time, just became the number 2 in significant strikes in the UFC, right behind Max Holloway.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I heard that too. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's a psycho.
He is.
But his ability just to fight a disciplined game and just keep up with the jab. And it's like, we both picked Hernandez. We both went to momentum. But it's like Hernandez fought Sean's game. And Sean, one of our criticisms was, hey, he doesn't sit down with power. He was throwing the power tonight. So, and eventually he got that finish off the knee to the body, which looked like it hurt him really bad. And then he just unloaded on him.
First 2 rounds, Hernandez looked pretty solid. He was staying in there. He was pushing Sean back. But at the same time, Sean just kept up with the jab and kept dodging after like every 2 punches going to the left.
It's like, because we said he needed to pressure him, but like pressuring is not every step eat 2 jabs.
Correct.
That's the thing. That's why I'm like, no, that was a terrible game plan by Fluffy.
Oh, I think it was a good game plan. Just saying what he did.
No, I think he looked like shit. I think he looked.
He just kept going forward, and Sean is just like.
Yeah, like Sean Strickland is the reason. He's the fighter you watch. The reason why you watch tape. Like not once did he shot a couple times, but he always went for the upper body locks.
Yeah,
pushing the fence. You got to take Sean's legs out from under him.
Yes.
He didn't throw leg kicks. He didn't, shoot the takedown. He ran to the fence, he was Fluffy. He's fought better, and yeah, maybe I'm being too critical because Sean Strickland has his ability to Strickland a fight and just make it just walk in the range. But even then, Fluffy wasn't cage cutting. He was just following, getting jabbed the whole time, and it's like that was wild to watch.
It was a fun fight. Well, the first
It
two
was
rounds, I
fun.
mean, was decently close. It wasn't like
He
Sean.
definitely landed some good shots. That first round, he basically dropped Strickland. It was
Yeah,
I don't think his butt hit the canvas, but knees went. He definitely landed some shots. I'd like to see more of that. But that was also like right when you hit that, shoot the takedown now. He
I'll
kind of
say I wish we could have saw.
yeah.
He did like a halfway takedown attempt. I mean, he just
Yeah,
rolled him onto the cage.
yeah.
Outside of that, he didn't really try to get him to the ground ever.
Yeah, and that's my point. He wasn't. It looks like he was just trying to threaten the grappling to try to land a big right hand on Strickland.
Yeah,
And hey, maybe that's all Sean Strickland's shit talk. Got in his head, and he's like, "Yeah, I ain't going to wrestle this guy. I'm not going to knock him out."
yeah.
It's obviously it was in Texas. That's near Smith's hometown, so maybe there's some nerves there. But like, bro, if you watch tape, you would know if you don't cage cut and you just fall in front of Sean Strickland, keeping your head on the center line, he's going to jab you to death.
Yes. Oh, want to talk about that post-fight interview?
I didn't watch post fight interview. I was I wasn't going to do that to myself. I will say though, really quick
Yeah.
before you cover it. I love whenever Sean does get a finish because he looks just as surprised as everyone else.
Yeah, he was like, ah!
So how's his post fight press conference?
Well, when Michael Bisping came up and interviewed him, I was like, they did really had to use Michael Bisping for this. You can see Michael Bisping walking up the cage. You just see a big old grin on his face. Bisping was ready for whatever's about to come out of Sean Strickland's mouth. And Sean Strickland sat there, looked into the crowd. It pretty much wasn't too off the wall. He pretty much
He
said
does that.
he gave a lot of respect to Anthony Hernandez on his style and stuff, and he says he was a how did he quote it? He's a halfway like good Mexican after all, but he has a great
Yeah,
family.
I don't.
Yeah,
I ain't
that was about the most controversial thing he said. Then he looks, or then he gets like the mic back, and he's like, "I want to call somebody out," and he calls out Hamzat.
Yeah.
And he said, he said some vulgar things right before.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I
I don't want to
I'll
make this
watch
18
Sean
plus. I don't
Strickland.
want to put an 18 plus rating on this.
Yeah, I'll watch Sean Strickland in the cage. I guess his post fight call out counts as in the cage, but I really only care about the in round time of
Yeah,
I don't even watch the corner of Sean Strickland. There's too much danger in that whole business there. I just want to watch him fight, and I don't care about anything else he has to say.
yeah. I looked. They just entered. They interviewed Dana White after about Sean, and they're like, "How do you feel about Sean Strickland and trying to go up and fight Hamzat and like the way he talks and all that?" And Dana's like, he's like, "If you guys want to stop tossing him up the ball to hit the home runs."
Yeah, I disagree with that shit. Like again,
That's what Dana said.
yeah.
But they're like, "Is it a nightmare with Sean?" He's like, "Yes, it's a nightmare because of you guys."
No, it's a nightmare because he doesn't censor him. That's the truth. Like,
Yeah,
if Dana White didn't want to deal with it, he could tell Sean to knock it the fuck off.
yeah.
Like, at the end
I
of the
do
day,
agree with Dana White
whenever
not censoring, but
well, really quick, just like they always do that. It's like they make it a free speech thing, and like in the UFC, it's only free speech to say slurs. Like
correct.
they can't, whenever they speak out against the UFC, they always end up with a shit matchmaking or getting kicked out there shortly. So they don't
Yeah,
really have free speech. They have the free speech to like say, whatever heinous shit they want. And like, yeah, if Dana White didn't want to deal with that, he could, make it to where they don't do that. Like they
yeah,
have the total power there. They do it because it grabs the eyes. People want to watch a guy that says a bunch of slurs get knocked out.
yeah.
That's his whole business. That's the thing when
Well, that's why
they'll be
Paramount was
giving
picking
him
at
his
him.
crap and like, hey, you don't like it, come watch him get knocked out. And
Yeah,
you know, in the
it's
year
entertaining.
20, it's getting a little old for me.
Yeah, for you. For me, I love it. It's freaking
Yeah.
entertaining.
Oh, hey, I think I'm in the minority of it, so I'm not going to
Yeah,
complain too
I
much
want the
because
Connor Nate Diaz trilogy trash talk. I want that.
But again, like Strickland, I guess I want to see the Kamzat fight because, like, okay, is like Strickland's jab so good it can deter all wrestlers? Like, I don't think so. Just looking down at you. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's just like I thought Hernandez was going to do a much better fight.
Yeah, there
And
was a
again,
lot of.
he had his jab. I know he had a tough weight cut, so that was another concern going in the fight if he was going to be on point. But I think he had like 70% accuracy with his jab, so it's just like, and it wasn't just like a light one; it was getting reaction. You saw
Yeah,
Hernandez's head getting whipped back constantly.
he was getting clean jabs in there. It wasn't like he was just flicking his head with his finger.
And
Um,
I'll talk more about this tomorrow when I do Monday matchmaking. But like, what do you think is the takeaway for Anthony Hernandez? Like, obviously, I'm gonna go through and
big
matchmake
fight.
up all the ranked fighters tomorrow. But like, what does Anthony? Did I say Smith? Anthony Hernandez
Hernandez.
need to like? Who should he fight next? What is he thinking on? Obviously, he just came off this huge win streak. He was close to a title. Where's he at now, Kelby?
I mean, 8-fight win streak. Then you go up against somebody. You go up against a champ, and the only person the champ has lost recently to is was it Drickus?
Yeah.
And like,
Well, Sean's always good.
I mean, there isn't. He ain't gonna drop much in the rankings by any means. He deserves another high rank fight. Let me look at the rankings real quick.
Yeah, let me. I'll pull that up too. I mean, I think right in
I should
front
have
of
had
him,
that
he
pulled up.
just has, yeah, Strickland and Imavov. Imavov technically kind of being in front already. I guess you could do Duplessis versus Hernandez, but I mean, I don't know.
It means, but yeah, Duplessis just lost too. Hernandez just lost, but Hernandez is on an 8-fight win streak. Duplessis lost to the current champ.
Yeah, he lost to Shemaya, but and that was a while ago. Now that was August 2025. So,
Yeah,
but
I mean that's not
and
a bad fight right there. Duplessis versus
yeah, and like that's
Hernandez.
the thing. I think Anthony Hernandez is good, but I honestly, I didn't like his performance. I didn't like
No,
James.
he was sluggish. Just I don't know. It might have gotten to him. He's never versed anybody with such a strong media
Yeah, no,
presence.
it's definitely. We said it before. Strickland was successful. Tell me, let me tell you what I saw. Tell me if you saw this. It seemed like, and we've seen this before in fighters. I don't think I've seen this from a fighter of his caliber in a while. Of the like when you're fighting, it's like okay, I'm striking.
Hmm.
Okay, now I'm doing footwork. Okay, now I'm wrestling.
Yeah,
Now I'm. You see what I mean? It's not. I'm punching into the takedown, moving my foot. Like Strickland, for example, he moves between circling out, circling in, his striking and his takedown defense and clinching smoothly. There's no like that's just fighting for him. You know what I mean? There's no
yeah,
like, oh, I'm now defending, I'm now attacking. For Fluffy, it really looked like he was I'm striking, I'm striking, I'm striking. Oh shit, he's nowhere near me. I need a footwork. Okay, try to corner him. Okay, now I'm striking again. As instead of continuing to corner, instead of shooting the takedown in those punches, it's just like he was fighting, but the whole game wasn't there the whole time he was fighting. Did you? Is that just me, or did
well,
you
yeah.
make
He was thinking of exactly what he needed to do next, and then you could
it? And
see
that's
the
slow.
process, feel the process, and he did the process. But going up against somebody that's a very high ranked, top ranked fighter, it's just not going to work.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say on the main event?
Strickland, if you really want to fight Hamzat, God bless.
Is there a reason why the Imavov Kamzat fight hasn't been made? Is it just that Imavov's not a big enough name that they don't want to do him, or?
What I've seen other, I actually just saw another TikToker kind of talk about it. No name guy, but he was thinking that they're waiting to see what this fight did.
I guess, but like, I mean, yeah, but
The only
both
thing I
these
can
guys,
think of too.
bigger, star power than Imavov. Obviously, it's like frankly, I think they're more exciting fighters. Imavov's good. I guess let's not take the chance of Kamsat losing to the like guy that has the is a no name. I
Yeah.
guess is the thing there. But like meritocratically, he deserves the shot, and I don't think he has a chance against of actually beating Hamzat. But like,
No, I
you
think
know,
Hamzat has a step above all these fighters anyway, which
I
way you
don't.
look at it.
That's the thing. I don't think he's necessarily a step above. Like he has a,
It's a style.
Fluffy was the one I was very interested with,
Yeah.
but Fluffy's last in defense now has me concerned against him fighting Shemaev. All right, let's get into the co-main event.
Okay.
Co-main, Uros Medic gets the knockout over Jeff Hands of Steel Neal. It is one of the performances of the night, along with Sean Strickland and Melky Costa, as well as Jacoby Smith. All got performances of the night. There was no fight of the night on this one.
One heck of a knockout. Dear gosh. I mean, it was just this is the most clear cut, one of the most clear cut fights you could ever see.
Just smooth, tight left hook. Fight barely got started, landed, cleared.
Correct.
Like,
No, it was absolutely insane what he did to Jeff Neal. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
it shows that he deserves to be where he's at, and he deserves to jump up in the ranks and get into a ranked position. And that's what
yeah,
he wanted.
Jeff Neal, he might be falling out of the rankings here,
Yeah.
or hopefully he becomes 15 and they push. God damn, sorry, I'm looking at the bottom of the rankings. They have Colby and Michael Page tied. Last week when we did the podcast a little bit, we need to do a video on this. We're going to, especially now.
Yeah.
Sorry for the tangent. I know we have a tight schedule, but we were just saying Colby shouldn't even be in the rankings. Why is the UFC not like MVP? They have MVP and Colby tied in the rankings at 14. Like, what the hell is that? Anyways,
Right.
one of those guys might be cut out because I think that's where Jeff Neal is going. Because Uros Medic is going to be a ranked welterweight now. He absolutely needs to be.
Oh, he's 100% going to jump up in the rankings.
Yeah, so we're talking about Uros Medic, Jeff Neal, and the fight barely got started.
Yeah.
What was it? 13 total strikes, I think, in there.
Yeah, no, like that's one of those, it's
Yeah.
very hard to even like gauge the fight is because you didn't really even get to see what necessarily what Jeff Neal was wanting to do throughout the fight.
Yeah. And again, they had good. They're both kind of trying. I will say what I loved from Uros Medic, his lead leg front kicks. They were the teep. He was able to switch from the snap kick to the teep. Very effective with the range and kind of an underutilized skill, that lead leg kicking as it's such a option for fighters because the wrestle blocks are so good with their down blocking, the striking. They're good with their rear leg kicks. They're good with their rear body kicks. They can go up high for the head kick. That's kind of
Yeah.
like this basic skill set, and it leaves the lead leg doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Besides blocking calf kicks. And for so many guys, if they just start bringing that teep in there, bringing that front snap kick in there, it disrupts people's fight because you now have a new weapon attacking them from a different angle. It's such an, I don't want to say easy. Obviously, you guys to be trained, but it's basically one of those like Izzy Anderson Silva Taekwondo. It's a karate kick technically,
Yeah.
also used in Muay Thai, but it's one of those types of kicks that the MMA Poirier Gaethje style fighter doesn't really ever use, but in their fighting style, in that in the way they want to fight, they could easily introduce that kick into their arsenal. And Uros Medic, again, he only threw 10 strikes, but 3 of those were those teeps, lead leg kicks. And I personally, from a technical aspect, like that.
Well, you have a very solid point.
Yeah.
It is crazy that some people don't incorporate that, like you're saying. It comes from an awkward angle, and that you're really kind of not expecting. And you throw it 3 times, one of them's got to be halfway successful, and it kind of showed tonight. And
Again,
even if you try to block them too, you still.
well, and that's thing, that's for blocking kicks, and we'll talk a little bit about the
Yeah.
Melky Costa fight. But
Yeah,
man,
that's
this is
a really good reason.
And like the reason why I like those front kicks, and the front kick can be an oblique, it can be a teep, it could be a push, it could be a snap,
Yeah,
and like all of them are coming either like this or up. And
yeah,
it's, again, you can't block it with your hand. You have to
yeah,
get out of the way of it. It's not really a blocking. You can like try to block a teep that way, but that's really, now you don't have your hands up and you can get lit up that way. So yeah, no, it's one of those. It was a good fight. Not too much. I think I said as much as I possibly can say on the fight, but
yes.
good one. Let's get into the next one. We got Dan Ige versus Melky Costa, and buddy, I gotta talk about some gambling
The
on
50K
this.
man wasn't a 50K man this week.
He was not. I gotta talk about Hard Rock Bets because
Hmm.
I'm watching this. I'm kind of paying attention on the phone. I'm realizing, wow, a lot of my picks are going the wrong way. What I thought was happening is not going anywhere near what was actually happening. So, what did I say? Absolutely is not going to happen. I said Melky Costa is not going to finish Dan Ige, who's never been finished before.
Yeah.
So, what did I do? I put a
Um,
$2 bet on Melky Costa to win by finish, and I made $8, which isn't a much, but just had to
hey,
throw let me just throw $2 on this, like slowly build my Hard Rock Bet stores up. I like cheap bets. It's more fun that way because
congratulations.
it's too wild of a sport to put mad money down. You guys are stupid for doing it.
You should have threw 5 on Strickland.
Honestly, I wanted to put money on Hernandez, but I'm like, I don't bet on the main event.
No. So I'm Dan Ige. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
mean, getting knocked out for the first time in that fashion.
backside kick.
Yeah. Oh, I gasped when it connected.
Yeah, the kicks of Melky Costa, and this is exactly what he was saying.
I
Like
keep my
he
eyes in the
blocked the
shadow.
kick. What was that?
It's like I
Oh,
keep
you
my eyes
need
in
the
the shadow.
sunglasses now. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's fucking it's blinding.
You need them now. Look at this guy. He wanted to wear sunglasses on his podcast, so he opens up his blinds so he has a real reason to wear sunglasses. That's what it is. Anyway,
Damn it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
There's no other way of me doing this right now.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I haven't bought. I need a light, like a good light.
All right, we'll work on it. I just have to face the morning sun as I do my podcast.
Oh, it's absolutely brutal, people.
How they do it in Tennessee.
Where's it?
God.
There's the sun. Not exactly directly to front.
All right, let's get back into it.
All right.
You were mentioning earlier with you can block kicks and you still go.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. And Melky Costa, Dan Ige was blocking. He just Costa's kicks were hard. They were mean spirited. They were trying to do damage, and eventually, towards the end of the round, he lands the backside kick. It looks like he kind of even blocked it, but yeah, bam, heeled the jaw, and he went down. And Costa just looked so much bigger than Ige. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah.
the other part of it.
Oh no, Ige definitely was the smaller man in this fight, but that usually has never been an issue for Ige. I mean, he does lose a lot, but still, he usually is able to overcome and take it to decision.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's never been finished. That's his whole.
But I mean, he was even before the knockout, he was striking him at least at a double of a rate. I mean, Dan Ige really didn't have too much of an answer. He would respond with a punch, but he threw 2 every
Yeah, I
time.
think Dan Ige is starting to age himself out a little
Yeah,
bit of the top level.
which is okay. Every fighter goes
I
through
mean,
it.
I shouldn't even say top level, to be honest. Where was
No.
he? He wasn't even ranked. Yeah, was he? Actually, no. Is Ige ranked? I'm not sure. Go ahead. I'll look.
If he was ranked, he's 15, 14, but I don't remember him being ranked going into this fight.
He's ranked 14.
14.
Yeah, so he's going to be falling out of the
I
ring
know
for sure.
he'll fall out, but that's okay. I mean, he's had a great career. He's
Yeah,
been fun to watch throughout
50K,
his whole career.
and I'm really upset he didn't get 100K tonight, so he could officially change the name.
Yeah, to the 100K. Yeah, he can only be 50K, man. He has to come back and get a knockout.
Yeah, he has to get a bonus until he can change his nickname to
And
100K.
then retire that day. You can when you change your nickname.
50K Ige sounds so much better than 100K Ige.
Yeah. Yeah, I like
Is
the
there any other slang we can use for 100K?
100 bands. Yeah, I don't
100
know.
band, 100 band Ige? Nah, that doesn't work either.
100. The 100 man.
I think that's a downgrade. Downgrade. He used to make 50K. Now he just makes 100.
They just make $100 bill. I
Oh,
bet that's
that's
all I got
terrible.
paid for this fight. It's $100 bill, but it's all right.
I hope not. Hope not. Not for. Well, I only get $100. Yeah, that'd be terrible. Especially get knocked out like that. Let's get into your favorite fight on the card. What you personally said is the premium of all premium UFC fights. By far the best fight on the card. Blood and guts material. I didn't even watch it because I didn't think it was going to be good, and apparently, like you were texting me like this is the greatest fight night ever, and
Oh, dude, it was
it's the
absolutely great.
heavyweight.
Well,
Circus
it's either
event
people
for
getting
Anthony Delia.
it's either people are getting knocked out, or or this heavyweight clash came out to being like a true heavyweight clash on what you want from heavyweights from just a fan's perspective. Just two guys just throwing the punches. I mean, they both just all they were doing was head hunting the whole fight. There was nothing else. They just wanted to not get the knockout. Nobody got the knockout, but there must have been 1 gallon worth of blood spilled throughout the whole bottom of the mat. And whenever you tuned into the fight and saw that blood, that was from the heavyweight clash. I
Was
mean,
that the only heavyweight fight on the entire card?
I don't know if it was on the tire card, but since we've haven't had a lot of really good fun heavyweight fights to watch, this one becoming the fun one to watch surprised me. Like I was just thoroughly shocked and enjoyed every second of it. And at the end,
This is
they weren't even like at the end they weren't even sure who was going to get the win, but then became unanimous decision for Sergey. But
Yeah, so UFC's stats here. Total strikes on 102 Spivak to 61 Delia. One takedown for Spivak. Am I saying yeah, it is
yeah,
Spivak. With the Sergey, you always got to be careful. Am I
yeah,
talking about Spivak or Pavlovich? So, like, significant strikes 67 to Delia 61. So, basically, does that mean total strike 61, significant strike 61? So, yeah, I guess everything Delia threw was significant, but it wasn't enough.
oh yeah. It was a really close, fun fight. I thought it was going to be a split decision. For some reason, one of the guys gave it a 30-27, and the other two gave it 29-28. I was thinking it was going to be either 29-28 two ways to one or 29-28 for one person all the way.
Mm.
But I don't know what the one guy was thinking with the 30
How
27.
did you personally score it?
29.
All right. Which rounds? It looks like round one was the close one.
Yeah, that was the one I gave to. How do you say it's for anti? Anti? I can never say it.
It would probably, I would say Ante Delia.
That's how they were kind of saying it, but like it's hard to tell the British accent sometimes.
Yeah, he's just taking shots at Bisbing. Yeah, he
I don't
can't
understand how you can.
the card, so he's just making up the name.
Well, I don't understand how you can have Michael Bisping talk about a fight when he can't see. Because
I love Bisbing.
I love him too. I love him too. But there's sometimes in a fight I'm like, I don't know if he saw that right, dude. The guy's mouthpiece came out, and he's like, I think there's a mouthpiece on the floor, dude. Everybody saw the mouthpiece fly out, and Mystic is like, what is that? Is that a chunk of blood?
Don't have a red mouthpiece.
No, yeah, he had a red mouthpiece, and it looked like it was like, ugh, it looked disgusting.
Honestly, you should like I haven't seen this, but you should absolutely do like a neon green mouthpiece. That way, when it gets knocked out or you spit it out,
Yeah.
you just see this like neon, like it's very visible. Yeah.
Be some cool editing. It fell out twice on
It'll land on a monster ad and no one will be able to find it.
him. That'd be amazing. Enough of
All
Michael
right.
Bisping. Overall, this was
Okay, you still want to talk about the greatest fight in the card? Go ahead.
overall it was a fun fight. Thoroughly shocked. Great.
You're
Let's just get into the next one.
all time.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
go back and watch this and do a personal video on this.
please do. You're gonna be like, oh damn, all right.
All right. I did watch this next fight.
Ugh,
We got
I felt so
Jacoby
bad.
Smith versus Josiah Harrell.
Jacoby Smith,
I just-
dude's amazing.
Jacoby Smith, Josiah Harrell.
Yes.
You're doing what I was doing earlier.
Yeah. Smith, dude, he might run through the division if he keeps fighting like that. But at the end of the day, he did fight Josiah Harrell that just came back after like a 2.5, 3 year not fighting and then going through that major brain surgery. So it's hard to tell if he's really, really that good. But the announcer's saying a lot of his previous fights were fantastic fights where he just goes in and just wrecks
It
people.
was a fun fight.
Oh, it was a fun fight. It was a fun fight.
I gotta say, man, that finishing sequence, get the reverse, get on top position, and wasted no time. Just hit it with the ground and pound. Bro, you are shining. what would you want?
I wonder if I can. The sun's finally kind of gotten up enough. I might be able to.
But yeah, that finishing sequence to just like you're good. Don't worry about it. There you go.
A little better.
Yeah, I lost my pay. Keeps making me laugh.
So it's brutal, man. I'm getting anyway, there with this pod.
I know. I live in Florida, you know. But Jesus Christ. The finishing sequence there, just getting that reversal, getting top position, and then just wasting no time, just laying in that ground and pound, hammer fists, punches, elbows. And it's just like, it's so good to see effective ground and pound again. Yeah. Just like, don't waste time. Knuckle, pavement, go.
Yes. Oh, and it was like every single ground and pound punch hit square.
Yeah.
Just terrifying. I was like, stop hitting him. It's like,
well, it's like you only had a little bit of time left in the round. It's like, I gotta get out of this round.
He did it. No, hold on. I don't blame him for doing it. It's just my mental was like, stop beating this man up. He's already lost. Stop the fight.
So the curtain jerker for the main card was Michael Pereira versus Zach Reese. And Pereira gets the split decision win, and I didn't watch this fight. I didn't fully watch it. I watched bits and pieces. Kelby, I don't think you saw this one. You missed it?
Yeah, I missed the timing of it. For some reason, in my head, I had 9 o'clock start, but this was an 8 o'clock start. I don't know why. Yeah. I just messed up.
So, again, I said I would do the heavyweight. Go look at that. So I'll also watch this fight, and I'll do a video on that tomorrow. To cover it. But what I will say is, from what I've heard, and this is just the rumor mill on Reddit and Twitter, so I need a trust but verify.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently Pereira gets low blowed, but that's not a low blow. And then it becomes a funky, weird ref stuff, and then he gets the split decision. So there was some nonsense going on in that fight, from what I hear.
Okay,
which is always fun to watch. Obviously, Michael Pereira,
always gets himself in weird situations.
He's calmed down in his fights, but fun fight. So can't say anything more since we haven't watched it. But what I did watch, what I made sure to watch. And what broke my heart, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
The main event on the prelims, Carlos Leal beats Chidi Bang Bang Nujahwani. I was close on that. I don't know how to do the NJO sound.
Yeah.
But I will learn one day.
Over
Chidi,
500 punches. Well, 497 punches were thrown in total.
yeah, it was a good fight.
Ooh.
The answer, hey, it was power. That was the, you know, both of them landed a bunch of strikes. Both of them landed a bunch of significant strikes. Actually, Chidi more significant strikes than Carlos Leal. But yeah, no, it was just not a yeah, like Chidi's so good, but like Leal just was able to get in and land the better shots. They landed a similar amount of shots, and I think Chidi even landed more significant strikes. But again, it's just one of those things where that sucked. I mean, not
So there were
sucked.
7 takedown attempts combined between both. Nobody got anybody on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to go on the ground.
Dude, that's insane. But Chidi had more significant strikes at
Yeah, you
a
should watch
lot
it.
higher of a rate.
Yeah, I mean, like, so if you
I mean, he
wonder,
beat him by 17% connection rate
I
on
love
significant
watching.
strike.
I will watch Chidi fight every single time. I
Yeah.
love watching.
He's not going to fall, even though he's not ranked, but he's not going to fall where he is positioned
He's
at.
going to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be in his, weight class, are they? Welterweight. Yeah, like, I don't think either one of these guys, Carlos Leal might become ranked eventually. Welterweight's such a stacked division. These guys are good, but, like, like, are they, like, yeah, think of welterweight. Like, are these guys beating, what's his name? Who's number 15 now? Well, yeah, Colby. Oh, I keep coming back to them. Yes, they're beating Colby. Yeah, but like we're talking about Uros Medic, we're talking about Jeff Neal, we're talking about MVP. They can beat Colby. That's who like is at the bottom of welterweight. Daniel Rodriguez. I don't think Chidi or Carlos Leal are quite on their level, but they might get there. I don't personally think so, but
Yeah. Bang Bang. I love his nickname.
yeah, he's 37 too. Like that's the other thing. Chidi's old. He's 5-5.
He's had a good run. I mean,
Yeah, he hasn't really beat anyone great.
no.
Carlos Leal, on the other hand, he's 31, so he still has time.
Yeah.
Be a
Not
fun
everybody's
guy.
going to be a champion. I mean, it's always, you got to respect the fighters. This game is always just fun to go in and watch one of your favorite fighters, even if you just know it ain't going to happen. But you love fighters that are just pure entertainment and they just want to get in there and throw and put on a great performance. And he's one of those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. I like again. I like both these guys. So
Yeah.
it was a good fight, but my guy Chidi didn't win, so I'm a little upset about that. Is there any other fights on this card that you want to talk about?
If you offer it, no.
All right, I
Oh,
got
you got to
one
get
more.
going.
Yeah, I know. I got one more really quick. My buddy from Orlando. I don't know him at all, but
Yeah.
he fights out of Orlando. I gotta, shout him out. Even though he lost, Philip Rowe. Where did?
Just there at the bottom.
Yeah, Phil Rowe loses to Jean Paul Lebosaniani. I don't know by split decision. I don't know if it really should have been a split decision. Philip Rowe, I feel like he's the better fighter.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the far better fighter, but he did not put damage on the guy. John Paul, he just, I'm not going to try that last name. John Paul, he just like, he kept a strong, active game, kept forward pressure the whole time. And it's one of those things where Phil Bro, he looked so good with his striking.
Yes.
He looked good, but then it's like, okay, that was a great jab cross. Now give me something else.
Yes.
And it's not that he was like looking at his shots, but it was very like, ba, 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 ba. And they're
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so this is how it happens, but it's a lot of coaches tell their fighters just go in, just work the jab and then the cross, and sometimes the fighters take it a little too literal and try not to do much else.
yeah.
You're supposed to do other things, and the coach don't want you to necessarily do that the whole fight, but they want that to be your foundation.
But I think that is a podcast. Thank you for watching our UFC Strickland versus Hernandez post-fight show. I will be back tomorrow doing the Monday matchmaking, where we're going to go through and take all the ranked fighters on that fought today and fought Saturday and matchmake them up against other fighters in their division, as well as I will have special coverage of the greatest heavyweight fight of all time, Ante Dalia versus Sergey Spivak, and we'll get back to you. Kelby?
Thank you for tuning in if you made it this far. Peace.
Deuces.